Aries season with a lot of fire energy. Can you feel it? I know I can. So on, well, depending on where you're tuning in from around the world, we kicked off the spring equinox, which also kicked off Aries season, the fire element, the ram, and all signs point to us moving forward. And Lord knows we are ready for it. However, we can get a little, ooh, I don't know, we're a little too out of the gate. And it has a lot of us feeling like we're doing the cha cha. I know myself personally, I felt as though I was going, three steps forward, two steps back, cha cha cha. And I was getting really upset with myself about it. But then I remembered, well, you know what? I'm still at least one step ahead. So I am still moving forward. And the thing about it is that you do have to just keep dancing and learn to play with it. So a lot of positive sides that Aries has is this playfulness, this spontaneity, this fire energy to really tell us to get going. And we got real complacent. We got very dreamy eyed and, ethereal and everything, which is great with Pisces season. But with this mark of Aries, it's the kickoff to the new zodiac cycle or the new zodiac calendar. So it's like a new beginning, really. And in ancient Rome, they used this time as the beginning of their new year. So for a lot of us, we really do need that energy, that fire element to spring forward or to March, since we still are in March. Now, yes, Aries can be, leadership, very strong natured. And a lot of times we need that to get going. And a major aspect that is happening is that we just finished the moon being in the sign of Scorpio. So, yes, we have the sun being in Aries and we have the moon being in Scorpio the last couple of days. And it left a lot of us feeling intense energies. It left us asking a lot of questions. Why? Like, where am I going? What am I doing in relationships, career, home, location, where you live? I've been doing a lot of readings where people were really feeling this pulling down, which Scorpio, can rule the underworld and it does pull you down. Well, luckily today we went into Sagittarius. So think of the archer. And again, when you're in archery, you have to pull that bow back and you have to use your breath. Take a deep breath and really focus on where you're going to aim to hit your mark. And it's only through our breath and our focus that we really can trust on feeling all of that put together and finally letting go. That's the key. Letting go and trusting that we will make our mark, that we will get there. And you know what? If we don't, then the next time we do it, we'll have better, trajectory. And now in archery, when you miss your mark, well, when you miss the target, it's called missing your mark. And it's called a sin. And of course, Roman Catholics, they take that, sin, on their soul. And they really hold it as though that's it, you get one shot. It's like, no, brush that off because the experience of it makes you, maybe adjust for the wind or maybe, squint your eyes a little more or maybe hold your breath or don't pull back so hard. And that's the thing with Aries energy is there's a lot of control issues with Aries and a lot of perfectionism. As much as they want to serve and give, they want to do it on their terms. They're very black and white, all or nothing, and they can be very reactionary. But sometimes we need to ignite the fire energy in ourselves or have an Aries person come in and say, come on, get going. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get where you've always gotten. And with that, let's take our first caller. I know you're from Alberta, Canada. See how psychic I am? But I didn't get your name.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, so good to connect with you. And let's see,
You
Alberta,
too.
Canada. So, Alberta. Have you been having inclement weather? Like, I feel, yes, you're in a weather change, but has it been damp where you are?
We're supposed to get some rain tonight, so
Okay. Yeah, I'm in Buffalo, New York, and I'm not, too far from you, but I don't know. I'm feeling that when I touch into your energy, I do get this like achiness in my bones, and I feel as though you are kind of trying to fight some, lethargy or feeling drained lately. Like you're having trouble shifting into the season. Am I correct with that?
yes, yeah. I have a few injuries that act up with the weather, so that really it always bothers me, like my shoulder, my neck, and yeah, a lot of very random, strange injuries over my lifetime and over the last 10 years. So they always come back to they rear their heads when the season changes. Yeah.
Yes, the reminder. Now, Vanessa, do you have an issue with with your knees as well when it gets damp?
Not my knees, no.
Okay, because I'm feeling the right knee. And a lot of times, even if there's not an injury, what I'm being told with the knees is that there is financial worry when, energetically having to do with the knees. And if you think about it, like Louise Hay, she wrote, all these wonderful books. And it's kind of like my medical, thesaurus that I will refer to her book where, your shoulder can be that you feel as though the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Or if you have sciatic nerve issues, who's being a pain in your, rear and et cetera, et cetera. Also, I'm being told about like teeth or you have sinus issues. Do you have issues with that where your sinuses almost affect your teeth?
I get allergies. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And also with teeth, I get indecision. So with the knees and the teeth, I'm feeling indecision, indecisiveness. And I also, as you were telling me your injuries or things that kind of flare up is the thing, which is funny because inflammation can mimic, inflamed, which is redness, which here we are in this Aries season, and the color is red and it's fire. And what happens when we get heat? We get inflammation as well. So I am hearing that you're having trouble moving forward or getting to where you want to be at by now. Do you understand this?
Yes.
And I'm hearing that what I'm hearing is that you need to really ask yourself what's stopping you. And what I'm coming up with is that you're hanging on to certain restrictions of your own. And it's time for you to change the story and be the lead in your own story. Now, Aries energy has a lot of focus on, I energy, me, me. What do I need? What is going to fulfill me? Are the questions and the energy that we should be asking ourselves. And I really am being told by spirit to have you hone in on what it is you're looking for. And then peel the onion and say, what is it that's truly preventing you? So I feel as though you yourself hold the answers, but you need to get out of your own way at admitting that, if you're really ready to move forward, you're the only one stopping yourself, is what I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's kind of a harsh message, but in some aspect I feel as though you know a lot of it. And I'm kind of, being told it's time for you to do it. Take this mark as having it be like the new year or springtime, which is rebirth, new life, and go towards that way. And I also feel as though a major, contribution is that you're not feeling fully supported. So you're missing, the cheerleaders in your life. And I also feel as though you do have support, but you're not fully hearing it. You think it's lip service, but you have to allow for help. Now, it's funny, before I got on tonight, I was thinking about, what are the three hardest things for us to say? I'm sorry, I love you, and I need help. And what are the three biggest things that we need to hear? I'm sorry, I love you, you need help. So it's time for you to take those questions and ask them, who do you need to hear that from? But also, who do you need to say it to? And in both cases, I feel as though neither one of the parties are really listening when the other one says it. You're not taking it to heart. Does this make sense?
Yes, yeah.
I also want to ask you really quickly, what is the month and day of your birth?
September 19th.
Oh, so I've got a 9 and 1 and a 9. So I get these 9s with you, which I keep hearing. It's the end of a cycle. It's time for you to graduate. It's time for you to move forward. Now, 19 is 9, 9 is 6. Let's do a 15. Okay, so this year for you, in your personal numerological year, for you personally, you're in a 6.
Is what, sorry?
It's the study of numbers, numerology. So it's called your personal number. Hello? I hear lots of beeping.
Hello?
Can you still hear me, Vanessa? Well, hopefully she'll get the replay. And I'm going to finish. Vanessa is in a 6 numerological personal cycle. We all have our own cycle given the year that we're in. So 6 represents rebirth. So it is a time to reinvent yourself. And it's also the theme of 2022. So to me, that's a double. It's time to live the life that you wish. However, you're the one who's in control of it and really harnessing that Aries energy. It's time for you to put that fire under your, backside and say, okay, no more excuses. I have to do it a little differently if I want a different result. And that you are being supported, but you're not seeing it in the form that you want to see it in, but it is there. So you need to speak up and say, this is what I need. And then have the conversation so that the person says, but I'm doing this, and say, but I'm missing it. And then come to a resolve of what needs to be done, what has been going on, and then coming to like a compromise of the two. There's too much being headstrong and not being heard. And that's like the disconnect of the support system that you need instead of taking it all on yourself. Can you relate?
Yes, yeah, I can relate. Yeah.
Excellent. And I'm sorry it was a little vague as to specifics, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting is that, you do at times put up a wall where you want to know, but you don't want your business exposed. You keep yourself very close to your vest. But I feel as though you really have taken in a lot of what I've said and also to let it sink in tonight. But it's very important that you do for you. And it's not selfish, it's self-preservation. It's time for you to lead.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Excellent. All right. And, if you ever want to connect and expand more on this, Wahl, healingarts.org, or connect with me, A1R Radio, and everywhere all over social media. All right. Thanks, Vanessa. And happy to bring to you. Okay, and yes, we've got another caller, and we're going to, explore more of this fire energy here. And where am I going on the globe? I've got Erin here from where? Australia.
From yes,
excellent. Now you're going into your fall season, and I feel as though, again, I'm getting like a weather sense. I started the last caller with this dampness kind of feeling, and I feel as though you're going more towards where your days are shorter and there's more, like nighttime approaching. Am I right with this where you are?
No, it's starting to feel like summer. I live in tropical Queensland up the top, so it's warm.
So you're headed towards fall, correct?
It's kind of just wet season and dry season.
Oh, okay. So you're
Yeah,
going into the wet season, correct?
yeah.
Okay. What I'm seeing as we're talking about this visually, it's funny. I get a very vivid visual image of like the I see trees and I see them kind of going into their um I'm calling it a restorative time. So they look like they're, kind of just decaying or going into decay is what I keep getting, decay. But it's like, it's really about letting go of the things that need to die off and take this time to really, I keep getting the sense of like cleaning up your health, like gut health. And with that, boost the immunity, which also I want to say if you do these things, you're going to feel more energy instead of feeling sluggish, which is what normally would occur during this time of year for you. Are you resonating with what I'm describing?
Yeah, I was just about to clean it. I was just about to start cleaning just after this.
I feel as though, you do have such a bubbly, cheerful, disposition, and your laughter lights people up. And I feel as though you yourself, your light, that light that I'm describing of your energy, has been a little dimmed. And I feel as though it's from the loss of a relationship or there's still grief. Did you lose someone very significant in the last 2 years?
Um, Not in the last 2 years. I've lost a couple of friends. My partner died about 3.5 years ago, though.
2.5 years ago? And I'm sorry, I have a little communication issue. Did you say your partner?
Yeah, my partner passed away about 3 years ago.
3. Was it in October?
No.
Okay. I don't know why I keep getting the month October being very significant. I don't know if it was an anniversary or a birthday, but I am getting October as being something significant relating to this person. Does this ring a bell?
Not really, no.
Okay. I feel as though I'm being told sleep on this. It's going to come to you. And I feel as though um, they're saying there's a lot of messages that they want and have been trying to communicate with you through a dream state. But are you having trouble sleeping or are you wanting to sleep all the time?
Um, yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
I get that you have disruptive sleep, which I feel as though you're just very like you're not caught up on your sleep, and you have this tendency to just want to sleep, but you're not getting restful sleep. And I'm also being told that you're just not giving your mind enough of a break. So when you take a break, like from working, do you do a lot of stuff on the computer for work?
Yeah, I do.
I'm being told when you need to take a break more often, and you need to literally not look at any screens, just shut everything off, really close your eyes, set your timer for like whatever 2 minutes to start, and then eventually build it up to 5, and just really think of nothing. And the way to do that is really to be, connect through your breath. And every time you start to have thoughts come in, just breathe them in and say, not right now. I'm just connecting with my breath. And that's going to help give you more peace. And it's also going to help the nervous system to calm down so that when you do at night, and I hear like close the day and you set yourself up for nighttime or post work, and you start to do that breathing, you will alert the nervous system. They're going to be like, oh, I know this signal. Oh, it's time to just relax, shut things off, not be so reactionary to have to answer things, no scrolling, no alerts, no nothing, and connect with your breath. And that will help you feel more of a connection. I feel as though you're lacking feeling connected to people, community, relationships, family. I feel as though you're feeling like a disconnect of really being part of something of the whole. Do you understand that?
Yes, yes.
And I also feel as though writing things down will help give you clarity to put things away or turn your mind off. Like, this is what I've done for today, and that's all I can do. And tomorrow, this is what I'm going to work on. And then that way you can cross it off, put a check mark next to it. You'll feel that sense of accomplishment, which is also that fire energy that I need to start building up in you, is to feel productive, which will raise your confidence, which will raise your energy level. And I'm hearing you're too good to not live life fully. And that's what I'm hearing from loved ones who have passed. And I'm also seeing like a yellow rose or a rose bush, something that blooms, not constantly, but it's like of a yellow color. Can you understand this? Do you have this around the house?
Mm, not sure.
Yeah, or look for it, in springtime. There's, well, oh, yellow. I don't know why. They're telling me yellow is about the friendship, like friendship and love together. And also for it's time for you to prune those things that are not allowing you to bloom. It's more of a, you know, symbolism that I'm getting, not an actual plant or flower that you have around the house. But I'm also being told, I mean, do you have plants around the house? Are you a, house plant person?
I live like um with a lot of trees and stuff around me. There's a couple of plants inside, but they're not like the greatest looking plants.
Mm-hmm. I'm being told to bring the outdoors inside. So get a new plant, or, sometimes a lot, what I do is I always put lemons in my water or in my tea. So I'll take the seeds, and then around the new moon, I just like kind of put them in some shallow dirt. And then I set my intention of, within like the next 8 weeks, I start to see it sprout. But it gives me something to take care of and like watch the progress and then remind myself of the progress that I want to make for that moon cycle. So I'm hearing to have you take care of something in that manner. And it also will connect you to the earth element.
Okay.
And to use that as the symbolism of, just blooming into your own life. Sorry, I have my dog here. All right. Well, thank you very much, Erin. Best wishes to you.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
Here. It's live. Yes, our fur babies, they need just as much attention as everyone else. And with that Aries energy, maybe she's going me, 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 me. So really, like I was saying about other callers, it is time to really, it's okay. Really, I'm giving you permission. It's okay to focus on you, because Aries, fire element, the color red. And if we think about the chakras, our first chakra, our root chakra, is red. The root is the foundation. It's where we come from. It's those non-negotiables, what make us us, and what we will no longer tolerate. And think about that. And then as we go up the chakra, wheel, the next one is orange. It's our sacral chakra, which brings in the playfulness of Aries. So feel free to, do that cha cha cha, whether you're moving 3 steps forward or 2 steps back. Remember to dance with it. to play with it. Stop trying to lead. Also, during this time, understand that other people have a right to be in their me stage. And if you don't honor them needing what they need for themselves, and you're just thinking about your needs, then you're going to keep clashing. So it's about, honoring that. Maybe, you need to take two steps back from them so that you can reunite after you both get what you need individually. And then you can come together and think about what wonderful dance partners you'll be then. In the meanwhile, if you're both trying to lead, going, well, you're not listening to what I need. Well, you're not listening to what I need. Me. You're not opera singers, okay? Enough with the me. Do the me for you, but understand that the other person needs that for themselves as well, and that's fine. Also, tune in with past hurts, past ways that you feel betrayed or abandoned, and find out where you need to pick up some leadership in resolving past issues, resolving past hurts. And instead of ignoring them and waiting for them to come to the surface, realize that when we feel that we need to have control, that's where it's coming from our past hurts. So I want to thank you all, and I really do. I want to wish you a wonderful Aries season. Really harness this fire energy and do for you. And I'll be back here helping you get clarity and everything. In the meanwhile, look me up. That's Kelly Wahl, and we'll connect next week.